Hello, my name is Catherine Miccinelli, and I'm joined here today by the two Deputy Directors of the Development Office of the College of Europe, Ms. Claire Lawrence and Mr. Cesare Zegretti. I'm very happy to be with them today because they'll be telling me a bit more about the college's summer training courses. And actually, my first question is related to this, and I would like to know more, why is it that you decided to move your summer courses to an online format?
So why did we move to online courses and online activities? Well, the mission of the Development Office is to offer professional training in European affairs. Back in March, when the COVID situation started, we were really facing this very difficult decision because most of our activities take place normally in a face-to-face format, and this remains the primary goal. But on the other hand, we had a number of participants who had booked courses. We had a number of organizations who had booked courses, or even who, because of the COVID situation and because their staff were working remotely in lockdown situations, actually needed even more than usual to fulfill some training needs. So although it was a difficult decision, we very quickly decided that we had to move online. In April, May, June, we delivered a number of events online. Now, in July, we'll have our executive courses online. And my colleague Cesare will tell you more about this process.
Thank you very much, Claire. Indeed, the summer is one of the busiest moments for the College of Europe Development Office here in Bruges. Every year, more or less, for our executive education courses, we're happy to welcome between 200 and 300 participants for our courses in the first 3 weeks of July. Of course, this year is going to be different. We wanted till the end to have those people, to welcome those people in Bruges, not only of course to offer our courses, but also to allow them to let's say benefit the maximum of the unique atmosphere of the College of Europe. The college is not only about education, but it's about also living Europe, and our executive education courses does exactly that. At the same time, as Claire was saying, the situation is it's very difficult and uncertain. So we decided to continue offering these services by switching to online. Our summer courses now will be implemented, let's say, online, and we are confident also thanks to the good feedback that we received so far on the courses implemented in April, May, and June. We're confident that we can deliver an excellent services after this year, and we can continue fulfilling our mission.
Okay, that is very clear. Thank you very much. And as a follow-up question, what is the main challenge that you've encountered?
Well, you know, moving online wasn't easy. Very clearly, it's if you want to do it properly, there's a lot of preparations that are needed. You have to find the right tools. You have to become familiar with the tools. You have to redesign the courses. Moving from a face-to-face course to an online version is not at all just a simple copy-paste or mirroring. So all of this requires a lot of work, very clearly. But what was also amazing going through this challenge was to see the whole team really was extremely focused and extremely enthusiastic about trying to meet this goal. And it just confirms once again that one of the assets of the Development Office is an amazing group of individuals who are ready to adjust to and change management is not at all an issue in our office. So this was quite an interesting experience for us too.
Thank you. And Cesare, for you, how could you ensure that the online training could achieve the same outcomes as a face-to-face course? Did you have to adapt the methodology?
Well, yes, indeed. Adapting a course that is designed to be face-to-face to an online version required indeed a lot of work and a lot of change. What we did, and the main criteria that we use, is to keep the same learning outcomes. Once this is established, then everything else, let's say, comes after, both in terms of learning content and also, let's say, methodology that we decide to use. Of course, delivering an online training is radically different from a face-to-face. The attention span is drastically reduced in front of a PC, let's say, so that we have to adapt the modules of our courses to make them probably the presentation and introduction and the explanation of the trainer a bit shorter to allow more time for discussion, for exchanging, for assignment, and without forgetting, and that's very important, I think we should point it out, without forgetting the networking possibility that we will still continue to offer to our participants because it's one of the trademark of our courses.
You mentioned the use of different tools and a technological change. What has been the main added value of these tools? Can you tell me a bit more about this?
Well, when selecting the tools we want to use for these online activities and courses, we wanted to make sure that we could create exactly the same learning environment as if people were coming to Bruges. So the tools we are currently using allow, of course, to see the trainer, to share material, of course, additional resources for after the live sessions. We also have a chat function so that participants can interact with the trainer directly, with the organization team, and with their peers, with the other participants. We also have other functionalities such as virtual breakout sessions, quizzes. We can also organize with these tools social events online. So there are many functions that are possible through these tools, and again, we're very satisfied with the learning environment that they offer.
And finally, is the network of trainers and practitioners with whom you work the same for the online training courses?
Yes, indeed, the network remained the same. One of the biggest strengths of the College of Europe Development Office is indeed the capacity to rely on the visiting professors of the College of Europe and also on the practitioners that we used to work with. Of course, some of them were more familiar with the online techniques. So for some of them, it was just a repetition of something that they did before. In any case, what we did, we really worked together hand in hand with our trainers, with our professor, to make sure that they were ready from a technical point of view, and they could only focus on the content of the courses. This is for us one of the main elements. That's also our role as development office, is to make sure that the trainers are comfortable during the training, and they can perform, let's say, and they can teach their class without any distraction. Well, and overall, what we can say is that we're very confident that we're ready, both from a technological point of view and a content point of view, to start these summer courses. So the only thing that remains to say that we are looking forward to welcoming you to our executive education courses in this summer 2020.